2, 1. Where the fuck is the PP Rebellium icon? Hold up. Wait, we're gonna do that again. What the fuck? Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, we're lesbians!
Lesbians.
Lesbians, hello.
Technical difficulties on the lesbian
Welcome
side.
one and all. Welcome to Into the Multiverse. Into the Multiverse is a series of D&D campaigns, all set in the world of Gostar. And each campaign is set in an alternate timeline or a different reality. And this one follows the story of the PP Rebellium. So, just to sum up very, very quickly, last we left off, the party was going to finally take a big, long rest for themselves, level up, and just hang out. And so they started casting their lovely spells, protecting themselves, and everything else. And all of a sudden they opened up a secret room, and inside that secret room was a giant skull named Ven. And they were like, hey, this guy's pretty cool, let's hang out with him. And then Ven tried to kill them all. And they killed Ven. In the end, they defeated Ven, which was another tumor of the Dreamer growing in this temple. You also then befriended the kind of one of the temple leaders. If I just get her name here again. But she seemed to have been a bronze dragon of sorts. Her name was Neil. And she was this raging bronze dragon, but between you all, you managed to calm the dragon. She changed back after, I think, Shahil transformed them into a sheep. They transformed back, and after the big battle, you were left with a headless Wisteria, whose head got disintegrated inside the eye hole of Ven. And so, very desperate to get your friend back, you went to Neil, who set up a ritual and began to revive your friend, bring your friend's soul back into this world, but warned you that the nature of this ritual can bring them back in a different form, and not their original form. They won't look the same as they did before. And so you all pitched in, helped with the ritual in different ways, and Oscar, you gave your final words to Wisteria to try to bring her back. And as you did, her soul returned to the body, which began to glow with a bright light. And when the light receded, finally, you saw your friend, but looking different, but looking very much, interestingly, like her mother. She now has completely embraced the bloodline on her mom's side, and you see now a little dwarf girl. So, Marissa, would you like to describe to everyone how Wisteria looks as you come back to the world of the living?
Yeah. So, wait, hold on. There we go. Okay, so, Wisteria just comes up, and you see a tiny little dwarf girl is a good 4 feet. She's tall, standing high and mighty. Obviously, no wings.
Oh.
She is a little bit stockier. She has a headband that resembles her horns, and she's got really big, ponytails, but because it's such poofy hair, it almost looks like it's meant to be like little bunchies. She's got incredible, really, really curly white hair, and yeah, she's just cute.
Amazing. She looks so lovely. She looks really, really cute.
Oh, bless.
I will send an
small.
image on the chat. But yes, she still wears the same colors as our little Wisteria used to do. Why is this recording working? There we go. that is Riz.
Yeah, and interestingly,
I've already posted
and
it.
very fittingly, you
Oh, I don't
still
mind.
bear the halo that the Book of Exalted Deeds gives you, and which is very fitting in this situation now as you come back from the dead, reborn again with a little halo over your head.
I do. I have a little halo still.
Which just
But yes, she still has. She doesn't have her scars, but she does have vitiligo where all her scars used to be. So I thought that'd be pretty cool. And she's full of freckles.
Oh yeah.
Aww.
And what we will do very quickly as well, because we haven't done introductions, I just wanted you to describe to us first how you look. So we're kind of doing our introductions a little differently this time. But as for everyone else, would you like to introduce yourselves very quickly?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. We'll start with yourself, Sharis. Who are you playing today?
Hi, I'm Sharis, and I play Rael, who is a changeling paladin under the Oath of Glory, and we're currently in his deity's temple. We're trying to revive her at the moment, which is quite nerve-wracking, but very exciting. So yeah, stressful time, but I'm sure it'll be worth it in the end. Do you wanted a description of him?
If you would like, yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Oh,
I'd
yeah,
love to
sure,
know
okay.
how you
So-
see him in your head right now.
Right. Okay. So Ralph's one of the shortest in the group. He's about 5'6" in height, but he's short, but he is wide. He is very dense, very strong man, very pale. He wears his true form. He does not like shifting for some reason. It makes him feel very weird. Currently, he's having a bit of a slightly roguish look about him. Hood up, scarf around to cover most of the face. He's kind of going a bit incognito at the moment. But with being in the temple and helping revive Wisteria for the second time, he's sitting on the floor with his hood down. He has extremely long hair, goes down to his knees, and it's tied up in a massive bun full of sort of Viking-esque braids.
Nice. Oh, so cool.
Yeah, that's my boy.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Ed. Woo, amazing description. Beautiful. Kat, who are you playing?
Hello.
Hello.
How are you? I'm Kat. I play Quill, Zorakai. God, it's been a bit. She is a Thiebling, which is a homebrew tiefling goblin mix. She is a bard, rogue, and cleric of the group. And she sees dead people. Like most of her attributes are towards the dead. So she is a grave cleric and a hold on. What is she? Open
Rogue.
Open road.
a revived rogue
Yes.
and a College of Spirits bard. I've never actually said it because there's quite a lot of titles,
There's
and
a
I feel
lot
a
of
bit.
titles, yeah.
I feel a bit like Daenerys, just having to be introduced constantly. I don't need all these names.
It's amazing. Death is your premise, basically.
Yeah.
That's your domain. You're
Yeah.
death in every sense.
In every way, as she is also a kind of undead because she's also a vampire. Now that I think about it, I forgot about that. And do you wish for me to describe her as well
How you see
right
her
now?
Yeah, absolutely. How's she looking right now? Where's the
She's
vibe?
definitely not as clean as she started this adventure. She has so many more scars and way more layers on at this point. She's wearing like a poofy, like typical bardic t-shirt, like not t-shirt, like blouse with like a corset and like a really long coat on top. Just a reminder, this woman is like 4 foot tall, so she is actually the shortest in the group. So she's making up with the length of her coat to make herself seem taller and longer, and more intimidating.
Oh yeah.
Currently, I would assume she is very dirty,
Hmm.
but like clean, because she fell into shit, mud, water
True,
thing,
true. Yes.
and then she got cleaned by water. But I doubt it's got everything. It's like jumping into a muddy pond.
Yeah, you get the streaks. You have the kind of dry, silty streaks probably all over. you.
Yeah. Her hair is probably like a tangled mess of stuff, so I think she just needs a rest.
Yeah, these are things we don't really like address in D&D enough. I think of like the basic stuff, like how matted your hair probably gets through weeks
Yeah.
and weeks of travel.
Like she started this whole campaign 59 sessions ago with like silken hair, really long silken hair, and probably now it's a bit like coming onto a straw texture, because I don't think it helps with her being a vampire either, because she can't really get. She
Or it's
doesn't
the
eat.
opposite. If you're a vampire, you might have the effects of always looking fantastic, like
Always
always
looking
having
fantastic.
perfectly tailored hair. Like, yeah.
But I like to think because she doesn't drink, she hasn't drank blood.
That's true.
in
Yeah,
a
so now
bit.
you're not
She
gaining those
probably
benefits.
doesn't look as beautiful as she did the first time she drank blood.
That's cool. I like
So
that.
she's probably a bit coarse and a bit more like gaunt right now.
Beautiful.
She needs a bit of a feeding.
Hell yeah.
A dehydrated vampire.
Dehydrated.
Yeah. She's a dehydrated bitch right now.
Raisin. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Kat. That's a really
No
nice
worries.
visual. Now we'll go to yourself, Maggie. Who are you playing?
Who am I playing?
Yes.
Hello, everyone. I'm Maggie, and I play as Oscar Magnolium. Oscar Magnolium is a Furbolg druid, which means he's a Furbolg, which means he is very tall and he is very chunky. He's grown a lot during this adventure. He's the tallest of the group. Very somehow slightly, I guess, intimidating height, but hey, he's extremely friendly and he's here to give you the best of hugs and give you some life advice. He tries his best. He has very long moss green dreadlock, and the top part of his hair is tied in a man bun, and there's a little like branch that is holding the hair, and it has a little ginkgo leaf, and you know, all the little elements. He really likes very like ornamental bits. For example, in his design I included a lot of like teal colored bits that recall to the tribe where he's coming from, and honestly, I have never drawn him in full body, so we're gonna just imagine that he's wearing a lot of brown things.
Yeah, very earthy tones.
And since it's very cold, I suppose he has a very cool coat.
Nice.
Probably, you know what? A few sessions ago, he got gifted that like orange leaf jumper. Maybe he undid that a little bit to make a little coat.
Yeah, I
yeah.
bought it.
Since it
We
was a
bought it
little
for
bit
you.
too small on him, I just imagined there was a little bit of a DIY situation. So it just covers up the shoulders.
Just
And
wax out the knitting needles.
Yeah. A touch of.
everybody's resting and recovering from the battle wounds, but I'm just there knitting my little bit. And yeah, and he's a druid from the Circle of Dreams. He also follows the Mother, though, which is, you know, Mother Nature, and he's very much attached to her. And sometimes she showed up in his dreams and gives him some solid life advice. And yeah, that's just who he is. He is one of the dads of the group, and he wants everyone to be healthy and happy, and you know, just reaching their goals in the best way they can.
Oh, it's so lovely. Such a nice guy. I imagine he smells like incense or something as well. Or like,
It's just a lot of like nature smells that are all mixed together in a chaotic way, I think, because he's just trying a little bit of everything. Just like one day, oh, let me try out some, I don't know, lemon zest, and the day after it just goes with something extremely sweet by mistake. And
I
then
feel
it's
like. So I was just gonna say, I feel like for a weird stress relief, if Rael needed a moment, he'll just like bump his head into Oscar's stomach and just
Sniff.
take a massive like sniff.
oh, I love that. Yeah, if you're like in the city or something and it smells nasty, like Oscar always smells like at the outdoors and like nature
Yeah.
and all the good smells. Everyone can always find a nice smell that they like in Oscar.
Yeah,
I'm like a
yeah.
walk-in car refresher.
Yeah.
I love it. Thank you so much, Becky.
Thank you.
And now you have given us the description of the new revived Wisteria, but Marissa, would you like to describe Wisteria a little bit and who she is?
Yeah, so I play a lovely little character called Wisteria. She's been for a lot. Even though she is very smart, she's a lovely Arcana cleric. She's very smart and very intelligent in terms of books. She really likes knowledge. However, when it comes to putting that into practice, she fails.
Pudding.
She is just a bit. She just fails just a bit. She dies a lot due to her own childish reactions in a way. She does try, but in a way, she needs to mature. But yes, she's the chaotic little child of the group, and she really thrives to find more knowledge, hence why she's obsessed with their kind of tablets. But at the same time, she's been trying really hard to also learn how to actually fight as well, because she realizes that her magic also brings her into trouble a lot. I will say, with Quill being incredibly dirty, Wisteria is just like clean your laundry. Like, she's fresh. She's
just been revived.
She's literally just been reborn. So like her curls, they're curling, or her skin, like flawless. She looks like her skin has just been like freshly done. Everything is just freshly clean. But yes, that is the new Wisteria.
Amazing. I love it. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Marissa. And I believe Cass will hopefully maybe join us later, but we'll see. But Cass also plays Shahil, who's the lovely brooding tiefling up here at the top. And then finally, we'll hop over to yourself, Fatima, and who you're playing currently. And a little bit about them and who they are, and also you can give us, or you can describe to us who you were playing previously. Whatever you like, whatever intro you want to go for, you go ahead.
I'm playing Skull Jandang.
Oh yeah. All right, cool.
She's where is she from again? In this universe, she's
Jotunheim, but
she's come from the Grimwald. That's it. Where she was a priestess of Morrigan.
Yeah, the Morrigan. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to recollect her backstory because it's different in this universe. And she decided to come along and help everyone with a caravan that got lost, and now they're 100 feet underground.
Yeah.
I think.
I'm curious.
In a dungeon full of ice.
How do you think Skull is feeling about everything right now? Do you think she's like starting to kind of regret being here? Do you think she needs to probably start going back?
No, she thinks it's important because these people need protection. She saw Quill running around aimlessly and was like, "Oh, I need to protect this little creature."
She got attached.
Yeah, like how Quill considers Grug a pet. She considers Quill a little pet of her own, kind of.
Amazing.
Oh, the tables have tabled. I love it. Beautiful. Fantastic. So this is our lovely crew, and you all now stand around Wisteria, who has just been revived.
I guarantee you Wister is like just sits up and just goes like, "Well, that was a wild one." And then like she kind of tries to like float, but she's not floating. And she's like, "Huh." And she kind of looks at her like,
I imagine too, because you probably had like bird bones before, because you needed them to be able to fly. You're probably quite light. You now have like
Yeah.
the like dwarf bones, which are like almost like solid stone. Your body is like hefty.
Rockin' stone.
Rock and stone.
But I'm definitely just checking my back, like, I swear my wings used to be there. That's odd. And she's kind of looking down a bit. I'm like, oh. Guys, I think I did something wrong.
How tall is the new Wisteria?
I am 4'5".
Oh, she's real
Perfect.
tiny.
I'm a
Can
little
Quill
guy.
do something?
Huh?
Can Quill do something?
Oh no.
You were going to get slapped.
I gave a warning. Quill is very unhappy with the proceedings in which has just happened. She's gonna walk up to Wisteria, and she looks really pissed off. Like, she's covered in gunk. This woman has died. This child has died more times than she can count. So she
Here,
is
here,
going-
you're one to talk.
I'm a dead person,
Exactly.
but I haven't died. I haven't died.
Wait, no, hold on now.
Quill hasn't actually ever died.
She was
She's
born
never-
dead.
She was born dead. So like, this is a little bit different. And she's gonna slap Wisteria in the face. It's not gonna do damage, but it will hurt enough that it will probably leave a red mark on her face. And you will see Quill's like eyes start to well up and like slowly start to cry, and she's gonna like slap and then hug, like violent hug, Wisteria.
Oh, it's love. Okay, I'm
Yeah,
into it.
and she's gonna.
Oh, it's love.
It's love, but it's also. She then just says, "Don't you ever fucking do that again to me, or I will take you to Morgan myself."
She's very lost. She has no fucking clue what's just happened. She's just standing there like, oh, it's okay. Did you get taller?
You got
look
shorter.
taller. She's very confused. She's just there like, am I?
She's just, of course, just gonna point out like a reflective piece of like the ice. Just be like, look at yourself.
I guess she just kind of picks it up and just like looks at herself and goes, oh, I really messed up big this time, didn't I? Oh, okay. I'm still me though, right? Like I can't fly anymore, can I?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I think she's just gonna kind of sit down and take time to process what the fuck just happened. She's definitely gonna sit down. She's definitely gonna sit down and just like kind of hug her knees and go. Like, it's definitely gonna be muttering to herself like, I caught a dragon, I knew he was a dragon, but I knew he was wanted a dragon, and then I turned back and I said, hey guys.
I will slowly like sit next to her in the same position, but I'm cute in comparison. So I'm just there staring from above.
Which is definitely just going through the whole thing and then just being like, the last thing I said was, yeah guys, it's not a dragon, it's something more than a dragon. I got this, I'm fine. And now I'm here. So I was not fine. Okay.
Why are
Rael
you
is also looking quite pissed. I guess he's kind of like pinching the bridge of his nose, like in relief. Like he's pissed, but it's in relief that everything worked out. Kind of standing in front of Wisteria, looking down. It kind of has this like, I'm not angry, just extremely disappointed stance, like a dad or a big brother, down at Wisteria, and say, "You need to think before you act. This is the second time we have had to pull your soul from the brink. The second time. I'm glad you're back more than anyone else, but third time is not going to be the charm, I can assure you that. Please, for the love of the gods, be careful. You had no head. We couldn't revive you. If it wasn't for this lady here, we would not have been able to bring you back. Do you understand?
To add to your friend's words, you're when I was bringing you back here, your soul is a lot weaker than it has been. It's not like a regular soul when you bring it back in. I could sense that your ties to this world are weaker than a regular soul, and they get weaker and weaker every time you're brought back. I can assure you it was not easy to bring you here, and it will definitely be even harder to bring you back again, if that ever happens. If you're lucky enough to have someone who's strong enough to bring you back. Just be careful.
Mysteria is just gonna sit like on her knees and put like her hands on her knees, you know, when you're getting repented, and she's just gonna say, I've just really wanted to spend my life having fun, and I didn't realize that having fun had consequences.
You cool. He's like really trying to like hold his tongue. You call what we're doing right now having fun? Are you being serious?
I'm not saying what we're doing is fun. I'm just saying, like, we're doing serious things, but being with you guys is fun. And finding information is fun. Saving people is fun. Going on journeys with you guys is fun. I thought what I was doing was a fun way to succeed at what we wanted to get. I just wanted to get more information. I thought I was right, but I obviously wasn't. I'm not happy about what I did. Obviously, like, I don't look like I used to anymore. It doesn't feel great. I'm really sorry I put you guys through that.
Next time you have an idea, just say it out loud so other people know what you're about to jump yourself into, so we can at least have the rope to pull you back out of a mistake you may make. Promise me. And she's gonna put like a pinky finger.
Just gonna take the pinky finger out and just
We're pinky locked. She
we
signed a
pinkied
contract.
in real life.
Oh.
But yeah. She just kind of like stand up, brush herself off. Hold on, I gotta lower this jockey music stuff. Damn. Hold on, I can't hear any of it. Wow. Okay, there we go.
Sorry, had to put that one because I didn't know what kind of vibe we were going.
That's okay. She's just gonna stand up, kind of like brush herself off, and like at Rael, and just go, I grew up really closed off, so now that we're exploring, I might get a little bit overexcited. and I'm learning a lot of things that I could not learn through books. And I'm seeing more books that I've never seen before, and I'm meeting dragons and seeing magical circles that I've never seen in books. Like, I thought everything was taught in books, and yet I'm learning so much. And I can't say the things I've done until now have been right. And obviously, they have not been right, because I've suffered a lot, only due to my own cause. But I still want to travel with you guys, and I don't want to get in more trouble. So I want to come up with a way where I can explore and be safe. And I'm sorry I ever worried you. I don't want to worry you guys. And she's just gonna start crying and just kind of hug Rael's leg.
I can imagine like her head's like in his stomach, just like crying. And
She's definitely making muffled noises. You know when I cry and I just
Yeah.
go, it's just definitely doing that in Rael's stomach.
I mean, I guess like as soon as like he's being hugged, his eyes are a bit like, oh shit, like. But I guess his expression will soften, and he'll gently just take her shoulders and bring her away for a second, but basically like squat down in front of her, still kind of bringing his hands down to hold her hands while she's still a blubbering mess. And he'll just speak a lot more softly now, realizing that she's kind of realized what was going on and had a bit of an explanation about it. He goes, look, it's okay to be excited. I think it's great to be excited. It's a great quality to find the fun things in life. But I think I agree with Quill in that if there's something that you want to try, tell us first, and we can help you decide whether it's something that will be too dangerous. Does that sound like something you'd agree with?
Yeah. That was great.
Good. That's all we want. That's all we need. Okay? And he'll bring her in for a hug. And let her cry out.
She's definitely very snotty.
That's okay.
It's the perks of being a dwarf. I am tiny and snotty.
And he'll just still be kind of holding Wisteria whilst looking over his shoulder at Lady New, and just nod his head like, thank you. We really wouldn't have been able to do that without you or Shahil. It's really appreciated.
I'm curious, actually, can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, yeah, because the Discord is like spinning. There's like a spinning icon, and like apparently I can still hear you. I've heard you the whole time, but it's just acting weird.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, we can hear you fine.
She looks at you and says, "So it's been a while since I've done something like that. I just want to sit down just a little bit here. Catch my breath."
Would you need any healing?
Oh, no. So nothing, a good long rest won't help, and I'll be right as rain.
Yeah, I think we all deserve a bit of a rest. Also, he's just kind of standing up. I don't know if Wisteria is still like clinging onto him or not. But regardless, I guess we'll try to lead people into the actual sanctuary they made, but we'll also kind of point out Grug, who's still very much a stone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Grug's a stone?
Yeah,
Oh,
Grug got
shoot.
petrified.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's still a stone.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Not again.
Yeah.
You know what? Look, leave it with me. You all rest up, and we'll get some rest. And I think, if we get some rest, tomorrow I should be able to start helping and teasing that out.
Thank
I'll
you.
put together some sort of restoration magic for him. And he should be right.
I can help you with that.
Oh.
We can do that together.
Oh, I mean, if you can, that'd be fantastic. With your help, we'll definitely be able to get him lickety split within a few moments. But for now, I need to rest myself. But I'm sure as long as we don't let any pieces of him fall off, it'll be fine.
Absolutely. I've
Sounds
done
good.
this once before.
Oh.
I kind of glance at Wisteria.
Oh. I see. So this is a
Yep.
common thing. She's a bit of a rag doll.
Indeed.
So,
All right. Let's go
Thank
then.
you.
That sounds like a good idea. We'll head to the bathhouse.
Actually, do we? I mean, I do have the spell prepared,
Yeah, if you want to cast
but
them.
I am unsure if we have diamond dust in the team because I do not.
I'm not sure.
Let me check.
I know that.
Yeah, Quill has most things.
Yeah, Trill had.
Yeah, Trill has my diamonds. That's why I'm not able to do diamond spell.
Yeah, I mean, she had some diamond dust and diamonds and stuff, but I don't know if she gave that to yourself. Quill? I think she might have.
I think she did. I just didn't write them down.
Okay.
Mm.
We could say there. I think there's probably about one use of diamond. I think it was actually. It might have been 500 gold worth of diamond dust that was there.
I have a question.
Whole diamond.
Sorry, I was gonna say, does it have to be resurrection, or can it be? Does it have to be restoration, or can it be lesser restoration? Because that one cures.
It doesn't
Like-
have petrified though. Like greater restoration only had to
Okay.
unpetrify someone.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
The other one only cures paralyzed.
Greater restoration works on full stone body, like no problem.
Yeah, I have that.
Yeah.
It's just the materials.
Yes, yeah. So I think you probably have about 500 gold's worth of diamond dust.
500?
Yeah.
Who will be the person that is holding that?
I imagine it was probably put in a pouch for Quill.
Yeah, I probably have it.
Can you mark it down that you have it? I'm gonna use 100 out of the 500 now.
I'm gonna quickly double check because I think I did write it down like sessions ago when Trill went off.
Yeah.
So let me just find it and then I'll get back to you.
But yeah, absolutely. If you want to cast a spell now, you can describe to us what kind of magic you work.
All right. So, once I realize that we have everything that is needed for the spell, I'm gonna put my hands together and I'm gonna draw like symbols on the floor underneath the rug, and they're like resemble vines, but at some point the traits get really flowy. I'm trying to like replicate the artistic style of the Temple of Demu where we are right now, just to keep it on theme. And like where the areas where I trace with my fingers on the floor, they like glow in, I would say, like a teal color, and slowly I'll go from the floor up on Grog's body, just drawing different symbols, and at the end, once I completed everything and I reached the tip of his head, and I will just tap with my finger on his nose, and like you would see the rocks crumbling.
Nice.
Like if it was like he was hidden like in a lava shell.
Nice. So yeah, when you tap his nose and he all crumbles away, out through the cracks grow vines and tufts of moss, and as the stone falls away, his whole body is covered in moss. and his body is stiff for a moment before it kind of comes to life, and he starts to wipe all the moss and plants and vines and stuff off his body. He's like, and he just coughs up a bunch of pebbles and dust.
I help him out to stand up. There, my friend. Welcome back.
Right, the skull. We need to stop it. I think it got me.
Oh, I hold him back.
He's just kind of like a wild
Everything's
dog,
fine.
just like really
Everything's
excited.
fine.
Oh.
I pet him as if he's like a cat or something.
He just kind of actually
An angry chihuahua.
curls up a little bit.
There. We've got this. Everything is fine now. We only need to take some rest.
Okay.
Yeah, you're back with us. Wisteria is a dwarf. And we're going to take a nap.
Dwarves.
Yeah.
I like dwarves.
Yeah. Oh no! Because I'm holding him.
It smells so nice.
He's just falling asleep standing up.
Yeah.
I guess I'll
Slouched
slowly
into
drag him.
Can Skull instinctively pet Quill on the head when she sees Grug being pet like a cat? She'll just start doing the same thing to Quill.
Quill like just doesn't say no. She kind of puts like a cat reluctantly kind of nudging the hand again with her head. And then she shakes her head and then she walks to lie down with Grug.
Amazing. Perfect. So you'll find some nice
Walks in a little circle before she sits down.
I did have a question about the room. Is there like any form of sunlight coming into the room, or like is there a crack into the outside?
There's no sources of light from the outside world coming in here, but there are some kind of little lanterns that have these blue flames inside that seem to be these. They don't give off any heat or anything necessarily.
Isn't this like well underground?
Yeah, you're like you said, hundreds of feet below the ground.
Okay, that's fine. Would it be overly a pain if whenever we do come across any sunlight, if you could just give me a little nudge? Because I need to do some recharging.
Oh yeah, as soon as you get back on top of the surface, there'll be sunlight.
Oh, she's a sun vampire.
No, my harp. I only have 2 left, and I can't charge it without the sun.
This is dungeons for you. They are beautiful diminishers of resources, and so you need to be clever with the stuff that you do have, because they will start depleting the longer you spend down here, the more encounters you face. And
Maybe I can. I was just gonna say, maybe I can use my halo. With natural sunlight, baby. Natural sunlight?
Yeah. I mean, if
anyone... I'm natural.
I'm natural, baby. It's all natural. But yeah, unfortunately, your harp won't recharge until you get some sunlight. So for tonight, for this rest, it will remain dormant for now.
That's okay. I still got more charges. It's just I won't be able to use as much.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
Yeah. Good job, man. Okay, is there anything people want to do while you're settling down and resting for the next 8 hours?
Yes, I'd like to talk to Niu, if possible.
Yeah, 100%. Just bring you over there.
She's kind of sick.
Yeah.
Sorry, you go ahead.
Yeah, she's just kind of nuzzled down in a bunch of the eggs that have been destroyed and stuff, and kind of make a soft little pouch for her to kind of nuzzle into. She's kind of taking off her taking down her hair, which has been tied into this big mass of dreadlocks. She's letting it all loose, and eventually she takes note of you as you sit down beside her.
Do you mind if I take a seat with you?
No, not at all. Yes, it's still good. Settle down for yourself. It's no problem.
Thank you.
Have we met before?
You know, that's why I came over. Actually, we have. I'm not sure if you remember, but we weren't in this realm when we met.
Ah, I do. It is funny, you know, when you have a memory of a dream and you're not sure if it was a dream or if it's a memory, and it's all a bit hazy and you're not sure if it's deja vu or if it ever happened. But I do. It does sound familiar. I was... And she kind of grabs your hand, like, as her eyes widen a little bit, very kind of like gently. It's just more like catching your attention. Sure, that was when we were in the enchantment of... what's her name again now? The Fey Lord, the green one. Lilith, that's the one now. I remember I was there for a very, very long time. Gosh, that must have been 40 years ago or so, I'd say. What? Just I was with Brian and there were so many of us, and we were trying to get out. We were trying to find a way out of that place, and we found a slip. And so we wanted to make sure we knew we didn't have the time, and we knew we had to devote our energy to keep it out, Lilith, keeping her out, and so we protected the place and made sure that only the strongest and bravest and the most pure of heart could get out. That was you. I remember now. I remember. I thought I was lost, and then I saw, after so many years, all of you young, heroic faces coming through. Gosh, I had forgotten when I woke up from the tower. But I remember you now, I do. Couldn't forget a handsome face like that. Sure, all fucking handsome. Except for the fucking, what's that dinosaur? He's a bit rough looking anyway.
Oh, that's our friend Grug.
He's got his own, he's got his own rustic nature to him, but, if I was to pick any one of you, it wouldn't be him anyway, I'd tell you that much. But sure, he's grand. I'm sure he's nice. He's got nice stuff. Yeah. But
oh, he is a wonderful guy.
yeah. So why are you here now?
Well, I was. Even though I know it's a lot of me to ask of you, but I was hoping you might be able to help us just a little bit longer. You see, we're trying to restore this temple, but I know there's some sort of keyhole of some sorts, but I can't seem to locate it. I thought we were going down. I know it's in the base of this place, but I think we ended up going the wrong way somewhere and ended up in a bit of a predicament. But
honey, I am so sorry. I know the keyhole you're talking about, absolutely, but there's no you, and that is what we need. We need to go down there. We need to unlock bring back Demu's powers into the temple. But when I came back here, and the temple was in such a dire state, infected and filled with all these vermin, and the key was gone. Though there's no key to bring it all back, to fix it. We need the key to get there. I'm sorry, you've come here for nothing.
Raoul just kind of squeeze her hand with a small smile and kind of raising his eyebrows, like, well, actually, we have it.
Fuck off, you don't.
we do.
Don't fucking believe you now. Don't be pulling my leg. I'll be down here now for a good while, and I haven't seen hightail of the fucking thing. Now, if you're telling me you've got the key, I'll be... and you see her as her eyes kind of scan around your body. They eventually kind of widen very slowly as she realizes, like, on your hip is the scabbard for the sword.
Yeah.
And her hand that's been holding your wrist the whole time just begins squeezing, like, into, like, quite a strong grip. And you realize, like, she even though she has this older woman kind of exterior, you're now feeling on your wrist like the strength of that dragon form that she has, like almost kind of hurting your wrist right now. But you still feel like she could go tighter. Jesus. Show it to me. Jesus. Bring it out. Go on.
Just to double check, this is Asharis. Because last time he brought out the key, of course they got ambushed, but he definitely knows that this is like the real deal, like the legit Neo.
Yeah.
She's safe.
Well, you can give me an insight check if you want.
Yeah, I'd like to just double check actually.
I'm gonna roll dice anyway. It's either gonna be persuasion or deception, but I'm not gonna tell you which one it is. But I'm just gonna roll for the placebo factor for whatever purposes, just so you know if you have to beat something.
Nice. Okay. Oh, okay. So that's plus insight. So that's plus 5. That is a 16 altogether.
16. 100% she seems like the real deal, the genuine real deal. And you don't sense any malice with your kind of paladin senses, like that sense evil and stuff. You can't sense anything from her necessarily evil. There is a deeper kind of hunger, like a wildness to her below the surface, but you don't sense anything.
Because that might just be from her dragon side, right? He'll just kind of chuckle and sort of pat her hand a bit and just say, as much as I would like to take it out fully, I got myself into a little bit of trouble last time I did that. I'm sure you understand, but I do have this. And he'll kind of open up his water pouch, and he'll do the sort of manipulate water in front of her to sort of show like the little tiny demo in there, and sort of showcasing it sort of moves into what the key looks like and how it glows, sort of like a minor illusion, but with the water instead, to showcase what it looks like when it's unsheathed.
Very nice. You watch as her lips kind of slowly part a little bit, and there's a small tremble to them, and you see a single tear coming down her cheek, and just as it's about to reach the end of her chin, it kind of floats off her cheek and towards the illusion, kind of merging with it all. Not only is it a wonderful thing to see that key that I have sought for so long, but to see another who can do what I can. I thought we were all gone. When I came back into this world, I thought we were all gone. Us, chosen by Demo.
You were?
I mean, you've seen the temple for yourself, haven't you?
I mean, yes, but sadly, this corrupted version is all I know.
This place was brimming with people playing with illusions of water, and now we used it for everything. It was so beautiful, a whole... It was like walking through a river. Every hallway was constantly moving and dancing with water and magic and divine life. It was beautiful. Thank you.
I wish I could be a... It's no problem. I wish I could have been a part of this community. It seems really, really lovely. I'm sad this is the time that we're meeting at. I'm afraid.
Look, all of you. You are so incredibly brave to make it down here. And I can't thank you enough. And if that is what you want to do, if you want to get down to the base of this place, I can certainly do that. I will guide you down there, not a problem. I know the fastest routes. I know where some creepy bastards are hiding if we want to avoid them. But I need to warn you, there's something down there in the depths of this place that nearly struck me down, and I haven't been down there since, as I am so terrified of that thing they call Mother.
Mother? What is it?
There's a nasty being down there. She's collecting pockets of Demu's energy in the temple, and she's using it to feed what she thinks are her children. She's trying to birth that bastard dreamer into the world. She's trying to give him life. You saw the skull? That's something she's made. Just an example of what she can do. But that, what you faced there, that was a failed attempt. I don't know if she succeeded yet or not. And by God, if she succeeded now, we're all fucked when we go down there, because the dreamer himself will be down there in his own flesh and bone. But if she hasn't succeeded yet, we might be able to do something, but we still have to deal with her when we get down there. Now, you're very brave to have come all this way, and I don't want to turn you back now, but I'm going to warn you that the beast that lurks down there, she's not going to hold back. She's not going to play nice. She's going to try to kill every last one of you. And if you're not ready for that, then I suggest when we all wake up tomorrow, you make your way back. Because you'll be putting your life on the line. There's no promising everyone's going to come back out of this temple alive. Okay?
Rel will just kind of gaze at everyone to kind of gauge the emotions, I guess.
So,
And whether to take that risk.
yeah. Hearing that, how does everyone react? Is this a thing you all want to be a part of?
I'm down. Quill is probably like unwrapping her hair from her braids and just kind of like trying to get all the shit that she's probably got in there for the past 6 or so months. She has not had time. Her hair is probably wavy as fuck. Because usually she has more of a routine, so it would be like straighter. But no, it's still permanently in the waves that a braid would have. And she's just looking. She's not really looking at the other two, like while they're talking. She's just trying to. She's like rummaging around in her bags and everything, and you probably see her like stick her hand into the bag of holding, and like her eyes widening because she realized she put something in there that she forgot to give to people. Which I will. Don't worry, I'll do it. This is something that. This is probably something that she's had for since like session 39.
What? Fucking hell.
Is the expiry date on it okay?
No, it's not food, thankfully. It's something else. I just don't think I actually gave everyone it.
Okay.
Is it a potion?
After almost a
it's not
year?
important.
Oh.
It's not like it wouldn't have changed anything.
Oh, it's friendship
in our lives.
necklaces.
It's friendship necklaces.
I like one.
Oh.
I'll say it now, but I realized I have a chest of 5,000 gold from Blackvine.
Oh.
What the fuck?
That is from around session 39. I have a little to-do list that I haven't fucking checked. But I just did the math, so I'm gonna divvy it out when it becomes like, if we get through this.
Alright.
Right.
But like that's out of like you don't see Quill bring out anything. You just see her
Just
eyes
like-
widening, and then kind of be like, "Oh shit, I forgot. We're way
Really?
richer than you guys thought you were." It's just I
God
forgot.
damn.
Oh, that's really
But like to go back, she probably looks like side eyeing you. She's giving you a bit of bombastic side eye, like like kind of looking at you like, what the fuck do you mean? We're not gonna join you. I will obviously be joining this endeavor. and she says out loud like, I'm already dead. It makes no difference.
Grove's also probably just
Just-
rolled over and he's kind of just woken up a little bit and obviously very sleepily is giving like a, not even saying anything, but giving like a no duh kind of face, like, yeah.
You got the two teenagers in the corner
Yeah, like
on their phones. Like,
Your little fist bump.
oh yeah, definitely. After like obviously Quill's like done her hair and everything, she's just gonna lean back into Grog and like rest, but not sleep because she can't.
Fair.
There you go.
Amazing.
I don't know if that's bravery or just youth, but I can respect it. How about the rest of you? You're all happy to go forward. Can you hear me all right?
We can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, I said I
Yeah.
wasn't not replying.
No one's replying.
I know it's a big decision, but like,
I spaced out. What was the question?
that's alright. We love to see it.
It's okay. It's in character. So the question is basically Rel and New were talking, and New's talking about a beast they call Mother down below, who's basically it's kind of situation of like people might not come out alive, and basically asking, do we still want to go for this or shut up shop and leave?
There's
Basically.
also the chance that she succeeded in what she's been trying to do, which is trying to birth Zachariel into the world, into a physical form. Those tumors, Oscar, that you've been picking up and discovering around the place, those are kind of like fetuses now that you're piecing together. They are growing versions of Zachariel, or maybe not growing anymore, but they are still kind of like either failed experiments or kind of like growing experiments to become like a physical version of Zachariel. That skull that you just defeated, that was a failed version of an attempt to bring Zachariel back into the world. Or into the world, I should say. So he might be down there too, is what she's warning you of. But he might not be. He might just have to face Mother.
We might face Mother. Let's do it.
Alright. Alrighty then.
If this is for everybody's good, we have to do it. If we don't do it, nobody else will.
That's the
And we've got this. We've been working together for a while, so I think
That's
we can.
true.
We've come this
Mhm.
far.
And you're alright going
Yeah.
facing death again for the third time, potentially.
Yeah. I mean, at least
Just
I'll be
whisper
seeking
your-
it.
Remember that you cannot read books without a head, so you need it on your shoulders. Okay?
That makes a lot of sense.
Good.
Oh shit, you know, that generally made so much sense, I can't even argue back.
Sure, it's true
As
that time.
Marissa's just
Yeah.
like, bro, that hit.
Yeah, that's if it happens again, God forbid it doesn't, that's the chant we'll use. I will be looking over at Skull, and just sort of saying, I mean, you didn't ask to join with any of this, so I really don't expect you to come with us. But if you want to, that would be greatly appreciated, of course.
I believe you need much protection. The cause here is greater than I originally realized. I will aid you in this endeavor.
Thank you.
noble of you. Jesus. Alright. This handsome devil over here brooding in the corner, I'm sure he's in, is he?
I'll just roleplay Shahil for this for the second.
Take agents
Cass is
here.
out like a light.
No.
Yeah, yeah, he has no say. So, well, I know Shahil would probably be the same as Quill and Grug and being like well, duh. Especially since, you know, they've upped the intimacy game, and he's just like, I didn't kiss you for nothing, so we're doing this. Yeah.
Alright, it's settled then. We rest, and I'll take you straight down there in the morning, unless there's any other prying you wish to do around these parts.
Unless there's any places to get health potions, maybe, but I don't know if anything's been ransacked or saved.
Health potions, they made health potions. I don't think there'll be any health potions, but there are artifacts around the place. I know there's a few artifacts on our way there, but this place is famous for the artifacts all over the place. I know we have Thoros' hammer somewhere shattered to 1,000 pieces. That was being reconstructed, being brought out towards the deep gnomes who live not too far from here. I don't know if that was ever brought out. I haven't been in the room myself. I know there's some nasty feckers in there anyway. As for the rest, there is a room just behind that big block of rainbow-like ice over there in the bottom. She kind of gestures towards this room down here. I know that's where we used to build and construct artifacts. There might be something in there as well of use. And there's definitely weapons and things around, but I don't know about potions or anything. I haven't seen anything like that. That's not something we would usually make. But there's definitely things on the way. There's artifacts on the way that might be...
That's more than fine.
Okay, alright. Right.
Thank you.
Okay. Get some rest.
Sorry, Oscar, you had something as well?
No, I'm good.
No?
Sorry.
Okay. Okay, we'll get some rest.
Okay, she bundles herself up. Everyone happy to take a long rest here?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Right. And after a very, very long time of traveling across Gostar and fighting your way down here into the depths of this place, facing all kinds of foes and enemies, you're finally taking a long rest here, hoping that you'll sleep safely tonight. And sleep takes you very, very fast, allowing you to rest your wounds. The magical presence that's still in here in Demu's temple helps open wounds to seal, close a little faster, making sure that the next day you don't feel exhausted at all, that you feel strong and brave and ready. You're all instilled with that last essence of Demu that exists here in this room, in this space. And it's just enough to give you courage. Rael, when you wake up, you feel your sword is empowered again. You feel it has strength again, and you have your charges back.
Yeah, amazing.
As for the rest of you, you wake up, or at least you think you wake up at one point with this deep rumbling that occurs just below you. But when you wake up, you don't wake up in the room, you wake up in pitch black. And all you feel is the cold sinking into your bones. And the sense that there is something large and looming, very far away, but getting closer at a rapid pace. And the darkness that around you, you realize is the stars. And way off in the distance is this blue geode, the size of a mountain, shooting, rocketing your way with purple flames pulling away from it, the ice encasing a gargantuan beast at the center. You see one eye, one central eye in the middle of its head, open in the ice. And you wake up. The morning's yours. Wherever you want to go, whatever you want to do. It's up to you. If you want to head straight out and have Niu guide you through the temple, you can. Or if you want to go anywhere else, it's for you. You're free to do so. But you wake up with that vision of that massive eye. The eye itself was about the size of a house, looking at you.
Oh my god.
That's terrifying.
I guess I would like to check out the chamber where our friend said the artifacts might be, just to see if there's any like traces or anything left there, to understand the people that have gone to this temple, just to see.
Yeah, so
Is that the one that's enclosed by ice?
Yeah, so there's another kind of magical ice wall around this that Rail can spend a charge to unlock it. However, you can, if you want, give me a perception check to see if you can see anything in there, through the ice, because it is slightly transparent.
Yeah, might as well. Yeah, because if I can save the charges, if there's nothing in there, then fab, because then we can use them on Mother, which might be quite helpful.
Absolutely, yeah. I'll do a perception check then.
Go for it.
Thanks.
I'm going to say, because there's the last little remnants of your froggy aura, you can roll this with advantage.
Yay!
Froggy aura.
My froggy aura, I did cast like the frog to supervise our rest and to give some advantage. I did that in the previous rest, but it lasts quite a while. Right. Damn, bro. I did roll 28.
Oh, holy shit! That's a big number.
Everything.
Yeah, you do. You see everything. You can see half-made ceremonial weapons. They don't seem to have like a functional use. You can see that the metals that they're made out of are much heavier. There's like heavy like bronze and stuff used for a lot of them. So they don't seem functional necessarily, but they definitely seem valuable. You see about 5 beautiful finished pieces that you reckon would sell for a lot if ever you wanted to take them for yourself, sell them off later. They are beautiful works of art. You also in there would see was I correct in saying that in the last game you found like a tablet or a scroll or like a spell tag, right, with this magical word?
We did.
So
yeah, that was inside
found...
the thing with that vault, right?
Yeah, because we found like a crystal book as well.
Yeah. No, you have got that, and you've got the crystal book as well. Yeah, in here as well. I'm just double checking on my notes. You see, there's a lot of frozen webs, like webs made of ice, in here. And then you'd also see at the center, just over what seems to be some sort of arcane forge or like divine forge, floating above it is a perfectly blue sphere of kind of looks like liquid because occasionally it ripples, and it has a faint glow to it.
Oh,
water sphere.
Sphere, yeah, like a big orb.
Oh.
But then it's mainly kind of ritualistic, kind of beautiful oriental, like ceremonial, ornamental, as we were just thinking, and ceremonial kind of weapons are in there. But then there's that big sphere.
I see. So since I'm the person looking for this ice wall, just to make it fun, I say that since I'm a furbolg, I can just like expand my size. So I'm going like higher to look up from the top of the glass, then on the side, then I'm becoming really small to see from the other angle, just to check everything. I'm inspecting this like I'm a detective. Then I turn back and I say, well, there seems to be some items in there. One of them shines beautifully, of a blue color, and I say it might be interesting, but I don't know if it's something that we might need in our journey. Like, I just describe whatever Gabe said.
Yeah, that's no problem.
I'll look at Niu, because she said it was some kind of like workshop to make artifacts.
Oh, yeah.
So would she know anything more about the items Oscar described?
If I remember correctly, I mean, anything in there is yours. I mean, there's no use in them being there if this place isn't going to be fixed. And if we do manage to fix it, then you'll get that and more, you know, as a reward. So you can take whatever you like that you find around this place. As for the sphere, let me think. What was that? What were they working on? There was some sort of... Definitely something protective. I believe that sphere has some sort of protective qualities, but I can't remember what exactly. Some sort of shield or expansive force, or I can't think off the top of my head now.
Well, that would definitely come in handy, don't you think?
Sure.
It sounds quite good.
Would I
Okay.
be able to do like I guess like a check in a way to see if it actually is potent, I guess? I don't know if the perception check got that.
Yeah. So with a perception check as well, I'll say, Oscar, you would also note, because they're so freaking high, there's a lot of notes in there on some artifact that they had recently, like kind of like basically like diagrams and like charts and stuff on how they can like channel something into an artifact. You can make either an Arcana or a Religion check, or if you prefer, if you want to assist Wisteria in a Religion or an Arcana check here by pointing out the things and describing them to her, you could figure out maybe what was being made in here.
Oh wow. I just, as I spot that there's some like papers, I just point at the wall, be like, oh, there's some juicy stuff in here. We definitely should check this out. Now we're talking. Yes.
Wisteria's definitely shaking her head too, like, I like that, I want those papers.
Let me help you out. I don't know. I pick her up, I guess.
Yeah, I understand. You can point it out and you can kind of describe things that she can't see. Like if Wisteria wants like, okay, wait, is that that symbol or this symbol? You can be like, you can confirm like that this is the symbol, it's actually a circle or whatever.
I see.
So Wisteria, you can make either an Arcana or a Religion check here with advantage.
There. Oh shit, none of my dice landed on my tray, man. Where are you? That's a 20, but it's unnatural.
Okay. Looking through, there's two artifacts that they've been piecing together. You can sense that the orb, you're getting the sense that whatever that was, they're trying to get some divine protection spell and like a really powerful protection spell and then fuse it into this orb. Or you think maybe that the orb itself is like, the magic is so powerful that it took like a physical form and now it just exists as this orb in a physical form. And you think the protection is like beyond just like, you know, basic buff to like AC or anything. You think that this thing is like, it's an incredibly powerful divine protection, like from God. But the second thing that you notice is actually the spell tag that you possess. That you found inside the center pedestal where Vol was on top of. They seem to be doing a similar thing where they're trying to bring one of the very first words that was ever spoken by Demu and put it into an artifact. So that tablet, that spell tag holds, if you can manage to meditate with it or read it or study it for a while, you will be able to understand how to speak or like audibly expel that divine word.
Ooh.
Damn.
I want it. Rail making grabby hands.
Rail
Yeah,
orb.
I want the orb.
I think if Wisteria's eyes like could sparkle every time she gets interested in something hard enough, like her eyes would be sparkling right now, and there would be just tiny little stars, and she would look at Rael and just go, I am better at communicating now. I am saying we need to go in there. Not for me, for you.
That's not how it works.
The orb looks pretty cool.
The orb, from what I can understand, I think it's a protection spell, but not because they made it to be a protection spell, but because the magic was so strong it made itself into an orb. And from what I can see, that little spell tag over there, you see, like if you squint your eyes and turn to the left and then look a little bit to the right over there, like right there, yeah. So okay, you got it. So that thing over there, you see it, right? Yeah, okay. I see you looking at it. So that's a thingy that they were trying to do with Demu, and it's like Demu's first words thingies, and they're trying to make that into a thing, and you need to meditate with it. So I think we need to go in there.
Okay. I will. I'll go over and I'll use charge on it.
Alrighty then. So
Yay!
you hop on over, you ready the sword, and it's in this moment as well. There's like a very quick gasp, like of breath in, from Niu as she sees the blade being drawn and the blue light fill the room. And she's just speechless, in awe, jaw slack. You bring the sword forward, point it there, and that thin blue light shoots in. Cracks run along, kind of runic cracks form all over the ice, and then the ice completely falls down into liquid onto the floor, washes over the ice here, and the door is open.
Sick. I'll sheath the sword again and just kind of poke my head around the corner, make sure that there's nothing else inside that will harm us or bring anything shit to our doorstep.
You can give me a perception check. You're pretty confident, Oscar. You're pretty sure as well. There's nothing else in there with that perception check that you got, but
Yeah,
anyway,
I trust Oscar. Just double checking.
Yeah.
19 altogether.
19, yeah, it seems safe enough. There is.
It's safe.
You do notice there's like all these kind of icy webs, and you do realize like you couldn't. It's kind of hard to have seen it. The roof of this goes up much higher than you realize because there's such thick icy webs blocking your way. But up in the ceiling there is a spider, but they're completely frozen and dead and curled up.
Okay, sick. Just have a gander, have a mooch.
I look around, there's pretty much all the same stuff. There is this beautiful bronze dagger which has these was it like turquoise stones embedded in them, and there's similar weapons all made of bronze in here with turquoise stones, and then these kind of clear stones that have a pearlescent hue to them, but mainly the hues are like purples and blues. There's a spear with a large clear sphere in the center of it. Again, not practical in any way. Like the sphere is like protrudes so much that if you stabbed anything with it, it would just hit the sphere in the blade itself. Again, there's a sword with a massive turquoise rock at the bottom of it that would just make the blade incredibly unbalanced. Similar dagger with small little things inside. There is a trident. And
Oh.
then there is a small kind of hammer.
Okay. Well, I'll let everyone know about the weapons, so it's a free for all if people want extra things. And I'll have a look at the Demu's tablet, I guess.
Well, you have the tablet. You got the tablet before.
Oh.
This was like you were basically looking at blueprints on how they made the tablet itself.
Oh, right. I see.
Yeah. So the tablet
okay. Do
that
they
you-
give like any hints?
As hints into what?
As in, because like the book itself, like we couldn't read it.
Oh,
I
it's not that
guess.
tablet. Sorry, there was the book as well, but in this pedestal,
Oh.
you had found like a spell tag, I believe.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
that-
Yeah,
that
underneath
had
the
it already.
spell.
Yeah. Sorry, I got it
so
mixed up.
these blueprints are how that talisman was made, rather than the book.
Ah, okay. Can I look at the ball?
Yeah, looking at the ball, it just seems to be pure divine energy. You can give me a religion or an arcana check.
Okay.
Yeah, and just so you know, each of these weapons are worth about 250 gold if you were to sell them.
Oof. Okay. Ah, that wasn't too good. That was a 10.
Looking at it, all you get the sense is just like pure divine energy. You don't really know what it does, but you know that probably it's a one-use thing. Like as soon as you release the energy, the spell will go off, and whatever effects it has are going to be released.
Okay. Is it something that I can like handle and take?
Yeah, you touch it and it feels like touching solid water, but it has like that. It has the same texture as running your hand over water, but it's solid. And you can pick it up.
Oh,
And it
okay, yeah. I'll take that.
And as you do as well, you take it, you claim it. It kind of just floats above your hand and kind of floats after you wherever you move. It's there, ready to use whenever you want to.
I have a little floating friend.
That's so cute.
Aw.
A friend.
Wisteria wants to look for any books, but before she does that, she's gonna walk up to Riel and kind of like straighten herself up. She's gonna make sure her little armor is in place and that her shirt's tucked down and that a cape's straight on. And she'll look at him, salute, and go, "Permission to look at books."
He'll do his he'll sort of immediately sort of like stand to attention and give her a little, just not like a full salute, just a bit just a little bit of a funny one, and he'll go, "Permission granted."
Thank you, sir. She's gonna walk around and just like go into a corner and go, "Oh, this is a good one."
So there's loads of books on basically blacksmithing and artifacts around the place, like ancient relics and things, and the nature of relics, how they work, how also great warriors. There's like a list of great warriors that when they passed away, parts of their soul, because they used the weapons so much, part of their soul would go into these weapons, and then they became artifacts. One being like Thoros's hammer, for example. There's books on those. There's a diary. There's like a very old, soggy diary in there where a lot of the ink has run and melted, but there's a few salvageable pages if you had some time to read through. And then there is kind of small studies, like very thin notes, more like sheets and kind of dossiers put together, collections on different things like old scrolls and all that kind of stuff, on what they know about Demu, the very small bits they know about Demu. There seems to be little notes here and there that you can snag as well. There's so many of them as well, and there's so many things to rifle through. You probably need a good amount of time to start reading through stuff, but if you want to do that right now, you're more than welcome
In terms of like the artifacts that are in here, would anything specifically catch my eye, or would I be able to do like a roll for something that would specifically catch my eye?
Well, as of right now, you think that most of the artifacts that have been made here have been shipped out, or the last one that was probably made was the sphere. The rest of things that have been in here that are kind of ready to be shipped out as well are the ritual weapons, the kind of ritualistic weapons. Other than that, there's no other artifacts here, but you know that they do make them here. But they've gone to wherever they need to be. So right now, that's all the relics currently in the room. Most of the things here are just tools for making them. There are divine focuses and a lot of these crystal lenses all pieced together as well. Yeah.
I have a question. Is there, if I were to want to read the book on how to make an artifact, would I be able to make one?
I mean, if you spent a lot of time reading it and studying and everything else, then you definitely could, but it would take a lot of time. Like, it's not something you could just like casually read while you're on the toilet. It's more like, you know, you've got to break down all of the intricacies. You've got to know the language they're using here. There's a whole massive section on just runes and like all the runes of different gods and different symbols and things like that you incorporate. You're kind of just flicking through things. There's a whole thing on ores as well, how to purify ores. You can't just use basic ores. It just goes on and on and on.
Okay.
So you would definitely have to there'd be a lot of crunchy stuff in there, but in time, if you wanted to spend some time, you know, later on, you could spend sometimes doing some studying if you want. 100%.
I guess I will borrow the book on how to make an artifact.
You got
it? And the book on the one you said about Forrest and his hammer.
Yeah.
I want to learn more about the heroes.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you to make an intelligence check here, just to see how quickly you read through this.
Oh, I'm not very intelligent. Sorry.
Whilst Mysterious doing that, Rail's like looking at the weapons. Can he like quality check them? Are they like sort of fresh out the? They look like they haven't been used, like they're fresh out the kiln, kind of a thing.
Yeah, they're perfectly polished. There's actually, interestingly enough as well, like despite how like dusty everything else is in here and damp and stuff, there's not a single speck of dirt or dust on them. You get the sense that they have got magical properties to them, which keeps them pure and perfect and everything else, but they would make beautiful weapons if they weren't so unbalanced and impractical.
Oh, so they can't really be used in combat.
I mean, you could.
Like none of them.
They can be used as regular weapons because of the fact that they're magical and they're beautiful to hold, but because they're also at the same time unwieldy, like impractical in so many other ways, it kind of cancels each other out. They're kind of just basic weapons.
Right. Okay.
But they won't rust. They won't. They can't be destroyed. And they can be used for rituals as well.
Okay. What's that? So they're worth 250 gold each.
Yeah.
So they can be used for. So I'm just writing it out. Rituals. I'll take like a couple of those daggers. Maybe the trident seems cool. It will kind of pop his head through the door, kind of wave the trident, like, Quill, there's another big fork for you.
That's so cute.
Can Quill like perk up, not at the fork, but at the possibility of weapons?
Yeah, absolutely.
She's gonna like pat Grug on the arm while he's. I think she's not gonna try and really wake him, but it's like just let him rest longer.
No problem. And he coughs up a little bit of like dust and pebbles again. He's just a bit stiff. It still feels like a bit of stone. But yeah, you can absolutely make your way in if you want.
Yeah, she's gonna before she runs off, she's gonna give Grug a little kiss on the cheek because he's done so well and he deserves it. And he is my son.
Kind of waves you off, and just very happy.
She's-
Cozy.
Yes. Affirmations. She's gonna go look in the room. Does anything spark joy in her little gremlin heart?
I mean, there's definitely a big ass trident that, like, the trident part itself is made out of this blue crystal, and has this beautiful bronze ornate handle that has all these kind of crashing waves along it. I believe Rail's taken the dagger. There was one dagger. There's a trident. There's a spear. There's a sword, and there's a hammer. The hammer as well is also made out of like this beautiful blue crystal similar to the trident.
Ooh.
If she looks up into the like spider webbed
Oh yeah, there's
ceiling?
a massive dead spider at the top, like coated in all these icy webs.
Does she get a vibe from the spider? Is the soul still there? Is it just
You get the sense that the soul has been long gone.
long gone? Okay,
Very,
don't
very
need to
long
do
time.
any help there. She's gonna go up to the hammer, please.
Oh yeah, it's a big ass sledgehammer. You kind of pick it up. You wonder what kind of rituals this would be used for, but then you remember Skull has a massive ritualistic hammer as well. And yeah, it's a big chunk, just a big, beautiful, polished chunk of blue crystal with a similar bronze handle of crashing waves running all the way around, or running all the way up it. Yeah, it's about the same size as you.
Is this something that she could feasibly actually pick up, or?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you can definitely pick it up. You wouldn't be. I don't know if you're proficient in it or necessarily, but you can definitely use it as a weapon. You just wouldn't add your proficiency bonus.
I think she just wants to like give it a test out, like just weigh it in her hands, and I don't think she'll take it. I think she'll put it back because she's a sword person. I think
But maybe
aesthetically.
Skull could use it.
Oh yeah,
That's
true.
He'll poke out the door again. Well, this time holding the sledgehammer, going Skull. Do you want another hammer?
Skull's unimpressed.
What was that? What is Rail doing?
I'm waving a sledgehammer. Do you want a sledgehammer?
Oh right. No. Skull will decline as hers is ritualistic, so she's not really. She's not really looking to swap it out. She uses hers as the little like prayer altar thing as well.
Ah.
It's very ornate.
Yeah. No, understandable. He'll just kind of nod and put it back down and give it to Quill again.
Quill's gonna put it back on the table and kind of just look. Is there any books around about specifically like deities?
Yeah, similarly to what Wisteria found, a lot of them are like. A lot of it's on like the symbolism used for deities, more kind of for like practical purposes, like for conducting rituals and stuff like that. So there would be a lot of kind of studies on like the old language, like Celestial, and how it kind of translates into different gods and how different gods use different words from Celestial for different things. So there's definitely a book on that for sure.
And is there any books about vampires?
There would not be books on vampires here. But you know what?
Okay.
I'll roll a luck check. Let's see.
Okay.
I'll say there's no book that you can find at the moment. You kind of look it around, but eventually you kind of like just casually look inside one of the desks here, like an office desk or whatever. And inside you see this old. So the cover, the art here, there was obviously once a beautiful painted piece on the front that has kind of melted and warped over time. That looked like it was kind of like done in reds and blacks and whites. You can kind of make out that there's two figures embracing. You kind of open it up and it seems to be some sort of piece of fiction. You kind of first line inside it is like, I should have known to never love a vampire. And it's definitely some sort of romantic novel on vampires and the likes.
Fuck it, she's gonna take the book.
Cool.
I doubt it's gonna be in the best conditions, but that is quite funny that she now has a romantic book on vampires.
Yeah, inside you can see the name is called Just Another Bite.
That's good, nice. Thank you.
Nice.
There you go. Alrighty then. Is there anything else anyone would like to do? Are you happy to head out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can grab all your stuff, you can pop them in the bag of holding, and we will take a little break. And we'll come back in here in like 15 minutes. Does that work for people?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we'll go out and we'll explore the rest of this temple.
Fuck yeah.
Beautiful.
Woohoo.
All right, I'll see
See
you
you in a
all in
bit.
10 minutes. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Okay.
Kinda freaky.
Oscar will look at Ghostly and say, "Frog, horse, frog. Do you wanna frog, horse? Do you wanna go on top of the frog, horse?"
Yeah, are you all right, mate?
Frog! On top, frog!
Do you hit your head?
Oh my god.
I will go next to Madame Sprout and just put my hands on top of the frog. Safe, very safe.
Eternal Oscar right now.
notice that Bubbles does a thing where the sides of Bubbles' mouth kind of stretch to the sides and curl downwards and you can sense what Bubbles is thinking, really, you think I'm good at this kind of stuff?
I'm just gonna look at him and was like, no, but I don't think I'm any better. You really want me to go up to that man and go like, oh, it's okay, she wasn't much of a loss. See, I can't.
Bubbles kind of points inside their mouth, and just you know what Bubbles is saying the whole time, and Bubbles is just trying to communicate I can't even talk.
I think that's the benefit.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Ghostly, I think this might be for you.
What's that then?
Go give Brian a hug.
Oh, Brian's upset because Nagacinta's in bits on the floor.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Okay.
Kinda freaky.
Oscar will look at Ghostly and say, "Frog, horse, frog. Do you wanna frog, horse? Do you wanna go on top of the frog, horse?"
Yeah, are you all right, mate?
Frog! On top, frog!
Do you hit your head?
Oh my god.
I will go next to Madame Sprout and just put my hands on top of the frog. Safe, very safe.
Eternal Oscar right now. Notice that Bubbles does a thing where the sides of Bubbles' mouth kind of stretch to the sides and curl downwards and you can sense what Bubbles is thinking really, you think I'm good at this kind of stuff?
I'm just gonna look at him and was like, no, but I don't think I'm any better. You really want me to go up to that man and go it's okay, she wasn't much of a loss. See, I can't.
Bubbles kind of points inside their mouth. And just you know what Bubbles is saying the whole time, and Bubbles is just trying to communicate. I can't even talk.
I think that's the benefit.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Ghostly, I think this might be for you.
What's that then?
Go give Brian a hug.
Oh, Brian's upset because Nagacinta's in bits on the floor.
Two.
Oh my god!
Just double check I have the right thing this time. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Let's go, lesbians! We're back in the Temple of Temu. You've all woken up. You've gotten some nice little goodies. About, let me think, 1,250 golds worth of relics. And you have an orb of some sort of divine protection magic. Now, before heading to go down into the depths of this temple, you can just speak to Niu whenever you would like. Is there anything else you want to do? Any last preparations? Is this a good time to have Ghostly come back? Or do you want to wait till later?
I think it's a good time to bring Ghostly back. The thing is, do we have the things we need to bring Ghostly back?
Oscar does, I believe. That's why you came here in the first place, was to get the oils and the essences and stuff.
Correct.
Don't you have her horn and her blood and
her body?
Yeah.
No, you don't have her whole
Oh, we don't have the
body,
body,
though,
do
right?
we?
Yeah,
we
you just
buried
need a
it.
part of
Never
her,
mind.
so...
Yeah.
You buried her. You had a whole fucking funeral for her.
We love her. She needs to die with honor.
Where's Wisteria's funerals?
Yeah! Where's my funeral?
It was so fast.
Do you want
you're,
one?
you're up and down like a yo-yo, so...
Wow!
Yeah, this one didn't stick until it sticks.
Yeah.
Until it sticks.
Alright.
I vote yes.
Okay.
Because I think that a ghostly and a skull a combo would be fucking hilarious, and I want to see that.
Got
Oh
it.
boy.
Oscar,
Well.
you have seen this ritual being conducted now. You have practice. You've known that you could do something like this potentially, and now you probably have more of that confidence.
Yeah.
Do you want to go and try to bring back your love interest?
Oh my god. I will. Why? I don't know why I'm nervous, but I'm nervous about it.
Yeah, it's a nervous thing to do. Okay, so you have. I'm going to say you have probably 2 uses of this. So. Yeah.
Okay.
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 Well, in case Oscar does it wrong the first time.
No, if you get it wrong, then you don't come back.
That's why I'm
pressure.
nervous.
You pass on if you fail this. So.
Oh my god, I will be absolutely devastated if I'm the one fucking this up.
Just a quick record.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a try.
Bardic inspiration.
Yeah, could I cast Bardic Inspo for this ritual?
So you can do it for one of the checks. So you're all going to do some sort of check to aid in this. You're going to say something. That can either be saying something to Ghostly to try to convince Ghostly to come back, or it could be something that you do to help with the ritual itself. And every success that you make on this is going to lower the DC to bring Ghostly back. So currently, it's a 50-50 chance. You need to get 11 or higher to bring Ghostly back on the final roll. Just going through mechanically, but then every successful skill check you make here will help with that. So, starting...
I will set up the setting nicely. I will make some flowers grow, white lilies as always. And I'll take out the little wooden figure of... Oh my god. The name. Oh my god! The turtle! Brian!
Maybe the most basic thing.
Brian the turtle.
Whoever the hell that guy was.
Just bringing out the favorite things.
Absolutely.
To make it nice.
Yeah, give me a religion check here.
Okay.
I can say with this as well, because you've got practice with this thing, you can make this check with advantage.
Okay, good. Ooh, okay. Religion, that's gonna be a 15.
Okay, that's one success. You lay everything out nicely. The whole ritual is set up. Anyone who else wants to help here can, or you can wait to try to say something to Ghostly.
Can I help with the ritual?
I wish to help.
Yeah.
I'd
What would you
help.
like to do here? Just to say, if you continue to do the same skill, I'm going to say the DC is much higher for this if you keep repeating the same skill. So if you go religion checks again, then it's going to be higher again. So if there's other things you want to do with other skills to help with this, you can. If you can think of anything. Otherwise, we can go with the religion checks too if you're just helping with the setup of everything. But if there's particular things you think you want to do, then...
Give me 1 second.
I guess I want to make sure, like, that I don't know what specific check I would need to do, but I want to make sure that, like, each pebble is clear out of the way of where we would be bringing her back, that, like, the area is super clean, and that I put, like, this really tiny drawing of Ghostly close to it that says, "Come back," next to the temple, just like, I got this. I don't know what type of check
you can make a perception check here if you want to just like look for any like morsel of dust or dirt or pebble and things and just make sure the whole place is spotless. You can make a perception
That's
check.
a 26.
Yeah, 100% success. All right. What would everyone else like to do to aid with this?
I changed my mind. I'm going to speak to her.
Okay. You got it.
I would like to help out with the actual how do I describe it? Kind of
I
like
can do the gun show.
He could do the what?
The gun show.
The gun show?
Yeah, the gun
Show
show.
them arms, baby.
Oh, what, the tits of
Fire
justice. Tits of resurrection. No. Kind of like trying to channel any sort of pure innocent divinity that Demu has to kind of channel into the ritual circle. Maybe he'll be like clutching his holy symbol and like muttering almost like a repetitive prayer in sort of helping with the, I guess, the religious aspect in trying to combine Demu and Mother Do together.
Okay.
in Tidum.
Yeah, so you can make a religion check if you want. It'll be more difficult, or if you prefer, I can get you to just make a straight charisma check. So you just add your charisma modifier to the roll.
Okay.
Because your
Yeah, I'll
charisma
do
is
a charisma.
Yeah, your charisma is basically what you use to influence and channel that divine energy. So
Yeah, I'll do that instead. That's a bit better for me.
okay.
Nice, that's a dirty 20.
Hey, another success is really, really good. Fantastic. So
Nice.
you harness that energy that you woke up with this morning, that kind of that drive, that bravery, that almost like nearly is like a childlike wonder to explore and to save the day, and that innocence. You take that energy that you were given this morning, and you now try to channel that into the ritual. You kind of give it up from yourself and give it into this.
Yeah. Cool.
Beautiful. Okay. Do you think Skull wants to do anything here to help with this? Or does she want to say
She'll place her maul down like with the the handle facing towards the ceiling, so that because she has like little dishes on the underside of the maul.
Yeah.
So she'll like burn some incense and stuff because it becomes like a little altar when she does that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Beautiful. So I suppose it would be a religion check for that situation if you want to do a religion check here. Or
Oh,
if you-
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do a religion check. Hold on.
That's a lot of dice for a religion check.
They were all in my bag. I hadn't taken them out yet.
Thick religion check.
Oh, I got a 23.
Holy shit.
Oof.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very nice.
Beautiful.
Oh my god. Thank you.
So that is 4
She does have a
successes
level
so
in
far.
cleric.
Hell yeah. Beautiful. So you all help gather things around. You light incense. You channel divine energy into this thing. You clear the space so it's immaculate, and you lay out all the precious things of Ghostly before you. You lay out the oils. You light them, and they all light up with a white flame. And you begin to start the ritual, Oscar. You lay out the blood in a dish. The horn is set in the center of that dish. And that horn now begins to shake very gently, sending out the smallest of ripples through the blood. And one pulse at a time, the horn gets steadily brighter. And all of a sudden, this single firefly flies up from the tip of the horn. Kind of dwindling spirit of Ghostly O'Keefe. You can feel all that divine energy that Rael shoots through fill that little tiny firefly until it splits into a few smaller fireflies. They begin to settle on the perfectly clean ground, and they begin to move and sway with the incense that gathers around them. And now you sense this pull, this draw, this growing of a spirit in the material realm, moving from the spiritual realm. And it takes the shape of a very small kind of white burning ember now as the fireflies regather together. And Quill, you can sense the presence of Ghostly. What would you like to say to bring them back into this world?
It's not specifically saying. I would like to see if I could do a performance to sing like the happiest song that she knows. Like maybe the songs that they listen to and they dance to in the tavern at Orc Hill.
Yeah, that's lovely. So interesting. It's a really lovely character growth for Quill, who's always been singing, I assume, like moody songs.
Yeah, she sings really sad songs, but I know for Ghostly, she knows for Ghostly specifically that Ghostly is a happy person.
Yeah.
So, and she wants Ghostly to continue to be happy. So, singing a happy song may bring her.
Beautiful.
Oh, Oscar and Ghostly did mending in that tavern. They did mending together. Do you remember? And like,
you fixed the tavern, but a giant tree happened.
But like it kind of didn't work properly or something. It kind of grew
It
Like,
grew a
instead of
tree.
just
yeah,
Yeah.
fixing the wood, it kind of grew the wood.
Yeah.
It was pretty
Everything
cool.
regrew.
Okay, it depends for which aesthetic you're going for, okay?
Yeah, works depending on the perspective. Yes.
With the performance altogether, it's 23.
23.
Ooh.
Okay. So you begin to play this beautiful, joyful song, which you're actually pretty good at. You feel like maybe you're actually pretty good at singing happy songs, not just sad songs. Because, I mean, with all this time, like before, you've kind of had a pretty rough life. You've had all this. You don't really know where your parents are. You have had all these memories of them burning and stuff in fires and everything else, and that's probably what has driven a lot of your songs. But in the recent months and stuff, almost a year now spending it with these lovely people, going on these wonderful adventures, laughing, dancing, crying, experiencing a whole plethora of emotions. A thing you didn't think was possible, but right now it's completely possible, and you sing a beautiful, happy melody for Ghostly. And yeah, go on. If anyone wants to say anything, they can. Absolutely.
I was just going to say, as Shahil, actually, whilst Quill is doing that, I feel like if it's okay, he would do the equivalent of the tune that he sung whilst we were carrying Ghostly's body, but in a major key, not minor. So it's like a happier rendition of like the almost like the Scandinavian cattle herding. I forgot what it's called. There's like a specific name for it. It's called like kilning or something like that. Kind of matching with Quill's song, doing almost like the background ad-libs to kind of enhance with that.
Nice. Absolutely. That sounds
amazing. You are correct. It is Kulning.
Nice.
All right.
Well done.
Give me a performance check here as well.
Let me see if I can get Shahil's. I think I have his character sheet on.
I think we're going to combine all these into one, essentially.
We're doing an acapella.
Yeah.
Like the happiest song, but with like a sad, happy song. Bittersweet.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just bear with me 2 seconds. I'm just getting the character sheets. There he is. Where's your charisma, boy?
Basically combine these two.
Oh, there we go. Okay, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. That is also a dirty 20.
All right. Beautiful. Fantastic. So, with that, with the chanting, the music, the beats, and the drumming, and the what did you say? And the name of this kind of song would be the cattle herding music, which is fitting because she had that
Kulning.
That kind of she had that goat vibe to her as well. I suppose it works to
add a little bit of humor to it.
Yeah.
Goat vibe. I just want to say one more thing.
Yeah.
I will say just one sentence, and that will be, oh, someone dropped out. Did I drop out?
No, not you. Give me 1 second. I'm getting the music.
Oh.
It was just the music. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. I will say that Ghostly, your smile was the best thing that have happened on this planet, on this world, and we would love to see it again.
Aww. So sweet.
Yes.
With that, I need Patema. I need you to roll me a d20 and tell me what you get.
I got an 8.
You had to get above a 5 here.
Oh.
And your spirit has been away from your body for a very long time. And so it's tough to find your way back. Even though a door has been opened, but it's so far away. It's this small light at the very end of a very long, dark tunnel, and your feet are heavy, and they're different. They move differently, but you move your way through. Two seconds.
Well, their feet for one.
Yeah, you have these wiggly ends to your feet that move and bend strangely, and you stumble for a very long time. But eventually you hear that sound of music, that joyous rhythm that just makes you want to dance, that wants to make you move those feet faster. And instinctively, being the happy-go-lucky person that you are, your feet take over. They start to dance, and they start to jig their way to the end of the tunnel, and that gives you the strength to keep moving and kind of learn how to move with these feet a little better than you were using them before. And slowly, you watch the flame take a physical shape of a humanoid, getting bigger and larger. And as the light clears, can you describe, Patema, how Ghostly looks in front of everyone?
She mostly looks pretty similar to how she always looked, except she's not covered in loads of tiny pink scars all over her body anymore. Her hooves are now regular feet and regular legs, and her horns have bent back around her head into the shape of a halo. So the horns are like connected behind her behind her head.
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh! You ghostly.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
Kat says she's
has
very
a streak
pretty.
of color in her hair as well.
She's got color in her hair?
Yeah, there's a streak of Athena colors in her hair.
Aww. Oh my god!
So very fittingly, the two of you, similarly to the way you are both twins, both being revived on the same day, and have both gained qualities of the mother who passed away when giving birth to you both, or while still carrying laying eggs. And so you both stand
Although
there
she
now.
didn't even do that, it was cesarean.
No, it was ripped out of her stomach.
Yeah.
So while still carrying you, she passed away. But now you are both reborn, holding both of her properties. You have the kind of her signature pinks and greens running through you, Ghostly, and Wisteria. You have the beautiful dwarven traits that both of you have her familiar vitiligo. Vitiligo? Is that how you pronounce it?
Oh yeah, Ghostly
Yes.
still has the vitiligo.
what's her vitiligo? Is it? It's obviously. Would it be lighter or is it darker?
No, it's even lighter.
Ooh. So would it? It's like pretty much difficult to see.
Yeah,
Nice.
Oh wow.
like a ghost.
Like a ghost.
Iridescent. It could be.
Ghostly, you come back into the world with this joyful tune. Your feet are wiggling, which you kind of stumble around on a little bit for a moment. You see all your friends around you.
Oh, when she appears, she'll just be like, "Oh, that was a lovely song. That was," and then she'll kind of try and step forward, and she'll just sort of fall. She's not used to having regular feet. She'll just fall on her ass, and then she'll kind of get distracted, and she'll see that she has feet, and she'll start wiggling her toes. Look at them little wrigglers.
I fucking love you, Ghostly.
I love her.
That love.
What's going on then? What's happened to Muse?
Mysteria's definitely just crying in a corner. Just like, and just immediately goes and just like goes to the floor and just hugs Ghostly and just starts crying in her stomach again. Just it was me so long, and you were dead, and then I was dead, and now you're here. It's so good. It's just, yeah.
Who are you then?
Huh?
Who are you?
Oh, I died, but I'm alive now in Swiss. Do you know me? I'm Wisteria. I'm your sister.
Wisteria?
Yeah, I died. I look a little bit different now.
How do you mean you died? Why? Where's your wings?
Yeah, they died with
Why are
me.
you all so little?
Yeah, one thing led to another, and you know, ha ha ha. Ha ha. I'm so funny.
Ghosty will just hold this weird little dwarven wisteria.
God,
and
how tall are you?
Well, she's sitting down. No, she's not gonna hold her she's not gonna pick her up.
Okay.
She's just gonna like an embrace. She's gonna hold her by the shoulders and
Yeah.
she's gonna look her up and down with her good eye, which is her left eye. Yeah.
She still doesn't have her other eye?
No, her right eye is shut.
Ah.
Some things you just can't get back.
I think I still have the eye in my bag. Probably soup now.
Ooh. It's turning into a nice little soupy slaw.
It's just a floating soup in my bag of holding.
All the bits that you take out of there have a little bit of slime on them.
I just.
Huh?
Oh, sorry, I was yawning, but I forgot to mute. It was annoying.
Oscar is just staring at both of them, just smiling, but there's like tears coming out of his eyes, and he's just like in disbelief of seeing them in the same place, being, well, twins again.
Was everyone so upset? How long have I been in that shadow place?
Well, it's been a moment. It's been less than 10 days, but it felt more.
Well, that's not too bad then. Where are we?
We are at the Temple of Demu. Ghostly, we're trying to help Rael to help the Demu regain powers.
Oh, good thing I'm back then. I can help with that. And she'll try to stand up on her feet and just kind of wobble and fall over again. She's still getting used to not having hooved feet.
There's like a flash of concern probably on the face of Niu, who's just like, is this one okay to be taken with us? She's not going to be a liability. I hope her. I mean, she's just back. Is she all right to take along? She's.
Oh, hello. I'm Ghostly O'Keefe. I'm the greatest wizard in all of Gostar, and she'll shake this person's hand very vigorously.
Hello. How's it going? Wizard, you say? Well. That's very, very nice to meet you. You do the magic, do you now?
Yep.
Fair play to you. I mean, you've had the staff and all. Look at if you think you're capable enough to go along, I've warned the others now. We're heading into the depths of this temple where a very nasty thing grows. A very powerful being called the Mother, and I don't think... I'm unsure if we'll all make it back alive, and I know you've just gotten life, and so I just want you to know, are you okay with going down after just coming back?
Yeah, I've just been napping in a wee shadow place.
All right.
I'm all good. I just got to get used to these wiggly feet.
All right. So as long as you, okay, fair enough. I mean, if your friends are happy to bring you along and you're happy to come along, then who am I to deny the help, and that of a wizard as well? So it's wonderful. It's fantastic. Is everybody ready to go?
She's the most powerful wizard. I'm pretty sure she can handle.
Yeah, look at this. And can I use my staff and just fire a spell like at the wall or something?
Yeah. You just set a blast magic. Give me an Arcana check. Just let's see what comes out. Let's see what happens here.
Well, hold on. I'll use the wand of wonders thing that it does.
Yeah, 100%. Definitely.
What do I need to roll again? Oh, it's a D100.
D100. This is on the table, is it?
No. This is the wand of wonders.
Oh, yeah. Cool. I feel like with the wand of wonders as well. Like you don't need to spells like you using this thing don't necessarily. It's more stabilized, so you don't have to roll on the mishap table.
I cast lightning bolt on the wall.
Holy Jesus! It's a massive crack of lightning smashes open a wall. Out of curiosity, is there any walls in particular you want to aim for?
Maybe the wall past Wisteria and Skull there, just kind of out of the way. Where there isn't
100%.
This is how I die again.
There's two. There's two big wardrobes made of stone, which immediately explode into fractured hot pieces of rock. Massive dark scar cuts through the ice and the stone of the wall, and little bits of it catch fire and are kind of semi-melted and going to drip. Oh Jesus! That'll be dead handy now, right? You're more than welcome aboard. Let's not dilly-dally then, I suppose. Barking doggy.
Let's not. Where do we need to go?
I suppose I'll lead the way.
You'll just march off in a random direction.
Yeah, that's the way we're going now. And she kind of waddles on after you. Beautiful. So you start heading through the dungeon. So
She's the true leader of this group.
100%. We love someone.
Like how none of us have time to give her hugs or say hello.
Yeah, she's just gone.
She's like, we got mission, let's go.
I love it.
Got stuff to do.
Actually, she might just turn you and bring you around the other way. Actually, this way is probably faster, so she kind of just redirects you and you continue on this way. So. Heading down, you move through a painting ghostly, move straight through it. The rest of the party is still following behind you. You begin walking up the halls, continuing straight down, clearing the way, or leading the way. Eventually come past another large wall of ice covering two thick iron doors. Continuing on down, you eventually come to an area of the dungeon that's filled with holes all over.
Oh no.
Everything here is broken and shattered. Let me just refer to my map actually to make sure I'm taking you all in the right direction.
Well, it wouldn't be a temple without a holy room.
Amazing. Yeah, you make your way into here, and there are fractured pieces of what used to be some sort of small temple or shrine. And Oscar, you instinctively recognize the shrine that has been kind of smashed and things. Some of the antlers have been broken away, and little bits of the face have kind of been like clawed at. But you see a statue of this kind of dragon-like elk creature with a kind of like a mixture of an elk or a unicorn and a dragon all mixed into one. It has a scaled body, a large mane, huge kind of like jagged, sharp, twisted horns. Their faces, even though it's scarred and ripped up, it still stands proud and strong and stares off to some unknown direction.
What is this doing here? What? Does it look like this belonged in here, or someone just put it here temporarily? This has been here.
Yeah, it's here. It's just is here. It seems like it's been here for a very long time. It's very much rooted to the ground. There's like small bits of lichen and stuff on the base of it, which connect to the ground itself. Yeah. Hasn't been tended to for a very long time, but it has been here for a while.
I'm just gonna grab Rael and point at the shrine, be like, "Do you know who this is? What? This is Demo's temple. I'm surprised."
I'll have a look, but I don't know if I know anything, so I'll roll to see if I can.
Religion check.
Religion. Nat 20, baby!
Oh my god!
20. This is a it's quite an unknown god. It's not even a god necessarily. It is a holy being. There were certain mystical creatures that were brought into Gostar when it was first made, when it was first created. They are companions to the gods that made Gostar. This is one of those companions, one of the companions of the Mother Doe.
A friend.
Yeah, and it is, if you want to give the name, Oscar, you can go ahead and describe their name. But you
Which one? I have quite a few.
You have quite a few. This is, sorry, this is, my brain actually just...
Well, you can definitely, I refer to them as the Hope Weaver.
Yeah.
I've heard that name. You said that earlier.
Your other lad.
No one fucks with the Hope Weaver.
Yeah, this is the Hope Weaver, also known as, with a natural 20, you would know their real name as a Kirin, or they are the Kirin.
The Kirin. Okay.
Yeah, they are a holy guardian. They are kind of like a demigod-ish creature being.
How do we spell that?
There's a few different ways to spell it, but I think.
I'll type it.
Yeah, thank you.
This is how I wrote it down.
Okay.
That's how I was gonna. Okay.
Whatever works.
I had a friend called that. I'm not gonna lie.
So I will relay that information to Oscar about it. The Hope Weaver / the Kirin being a companion of the Mother Doe.
I'm quite familiar with this figure. I'm just very surprised to find it here.
You mentioned the name earlier, no? So
yeah, that's correct. I was lucky enough to have a connection with this being, and having some of their powers meant to me in case of need.
Well, what you know? And he's just kind of like looking up and down because it's probably the first time he's probably like, of course he's heard of it, but it's probably the first time he's ever seen any sort of like actual shrines or statues of the Kirin. He sort of gives Oscar a little nudge with his elbow, and with a small smile, kind of. It's quite a gnarly looking thing, isn't he?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. But he is definitely a gentle creature, and I'm just happy to see him on our path. I think it can only mean well. He's the hope giver after all. That means, he will provide us hope in our journey.
Yeah, I mean...
Maybe they're friends with Demo. Maybe they're besties.
I mean, I don't know. There's a lot that I need to learn. I'm definitely learning a lot whilst we're in here. I think definitely, I hope once we get this place up to scratch, I can actually read about things and look at things and learn about more. I mean, I'm sure if there are shrines in here, I mean, there was one for Thoros as well, so they must have had some sort of community together.
Out of curiosity, can I detect magic in this place?
You can, yeah. If you want.
Oh, because Demu is the water deity. So like, this is where all of the deities commune, because it's like the office water cooler temple.
It's like the watering hole for the deities.
Yeah, they all chill out here on their lunch break.
So it's an underground tube line.
Yeah, just grab a coffee with Demu. It's all grand.
It's like the Lizzie line, but except this is the Demo line.
Yeah.
Oscar, you can feel that there's remnants of magic or some sort of divine power that was once in this statue, which is long gone. It's kind of been scraped and worn away. This could have been a beacon to communicate with the Kieran at some stage, but all that is then overwhelmed by the immense divine energy that exists in the room just beyond here. There is a portcullis that has come down, but the portcullis is made out of like just scrap bits of metal and like jagged, rusted bits of metal all over, and has just been kind of fastened into the door frame, which used to be just a lovely arch. And then that is followed by the stench of evil as in the next room you see these figures begin to move into the room. Hooded robes cover their faces.
Oh my god.
And they begin to move in, and they're carrying this body that is wrapped up in like Hessian bag, like Hessian fabric, like potato, basically a burlap sack. They're tied up and bound, and they're in like muffled screams are coming from inside, like the cloth just
oh my god.
Scattered around the room are fragments of divine energy that you would have picked up, and instinctively you understand by casting your detect magic that these are fragments of Thoros' hammer, these immovable pieces of metal. And one of these creatures, with a gross, blistered, dark, wrinkled hand, picks up a piece off the floor and places it on the forehead of the creature in the bag. And you see blood begin to pool on the face, or the face covering of the fabric, as the piece of metal slowly sinks into their head. And we're gonna leave it there for this week.
Fucking hell.
Nice!
Nice!
There
we go.
Alright.
That's quite intense.
Good lordy.
Lord. God.
Oh, there we go.
Wowza.
Wowza. So thank you all for playing. Thanks for everyone who's been watching.
Thank you for the game, guys.
Pleasure. Yeah, I'll wrap up the stream here, and thank you all for watching.
Do you want me to do the thing?
Yeah, go
Do the thing, do the thing.
I'll do the thing. Okay. As our lovely Dungeon Master said, thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you would like to check out any of our previous streams, we have a YouTube channel, and we have a bunch of social media. You can always check out our individual social medias as well, and all that info is in our About page. Just as a reminder, we do play every 2 weeks. So speaking of every 2 weeks, we shall see you in 2 weeks. Thank you. Bye.
Damn.
Bye.
More bye.
Bye.
Bye.